Is your thermostat an eyesore? I know mine is. I recently painted these chairs in my office, and you know what they say, when you give a mouse a cookie, he's gonna want more. And that's what happened. I saw many things that needed to be done, but this eyesore right here had to be taken care of. At first, I thought I would take a picture frame with some artwork in it and hang that over top of the thermostat, but it just looked awkward. It wasn't in the right spot. So then I thought maybe I'll put some shelves here, put that picture frame on there, and then a few other, trinkets and vases and whatnot. But I started looking around and I love these shelves, but good golly, the price is just too much. They wouldn't be the right size anyways. This is a really narrow space. So I knew that I had some lumber, so I thought we're gonna build it. And I wanted that scallop, so I headed to Hobby Lobby to see what I could find. So let's go. I knew that they had some scallop trim there, but oh my goodness, yes, they do have it today. I have been looking for this for quite some time and they just haven't had it. I'm so excited. This is going to be perfect on our shelves. So let me just take a quick measurement and we'll go ahead and we'll cut the boards outside, and then I'll be back in to show you my idea of where we're going. So I have my board. This is about 10 inches long, and then I was able to actually cut that scalloped piece that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and it was 30 inches long. So since I want 3 shelves, I could get 3 10-inch pieces. So it worked out just perfect. So that's gonna sit right under here like this. I was going to stop by a thrift store, and I did, because I had other things that I was looking for another video. If you didn't see that, look at that next week. I did find one thing, but it was kind of just a bust the other day. I was looking for some sort of frame that I could put artwork in, or I was also looking for maybe some sort of little figurine or trinket box or something that I could put on the shelves down below. And I found nothing at all. So my idea is I have got this, and I stopped by Dollar Tree of all places and picked up this cute little canvas, and we're going to do some fun artwork on there. The shelf up above, I actually have a vase that is going to go up there, a milk glass one. And then I have down here, we're going to have fun with some air dry clay. Okay, now that I have all the pieces cut, I am just going to sand off any rough spots. Now we got some wood glue and some wood filler. We're going to put these together. So we're just going to take this, we're going to put it on the front. So we're going to take some wood glue. Hope I can get it out of here. Put the wood glue right along this edge. Place this on there like so. We're just going to take our nail gun and we're going to tack it in place. Sure we are. Without moving it, of course. I wanted this surface to be nice and flat, and it's not. So we're going to take it apart somehow. I'm going to pry something up underneath there because it's staying on there really nicely. Okay. Let's do this process again, shall we? All right, I'm gonna bang those nails out and do it again. Goodness. I tried hammering it back through first, but it didn't work. So I grabbed some pliers and just pulled them through. Add the wood glue again, tacked it with the nailer, and now it's nice and flat and flush. We're going to take some wood putty. We're going to fill in those nail holes. And we're going to glaze over the top of this ledge as well. I'm going to wipe up my hands, and then we'll go ahead and get the other 2 done as well. And you know the drill. We're going to put the glue on, we're going to tack it with the nails, and then we're going to go ahead and fill in with wood putty. All the nail holes, the top ledge, and the end grain. We want these nice and smooth. And then we'll take them outside and we're gonna prime them with some of this odorless primer. This is a Ben Zinzer product. And we're just gonna make sure we seal all of that wood surface in, and then we're going to bring them inside after they've dried and give them a coat with this creamy white color. Did you know that YouTube just surpassed Netflix as a streaming platform? Me either. So if you are watching on TV and you have your phone nearby, I've got a QR code right up here. Take your phone out and just go ahead and scan it, and it'll take you to my channel. And if you're enjoying these videos and don't want to miss one, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Now back to the project. So now we'll head back outside once they've dried, and now we're going to try to do a little hydro dip marble effect. I've done this before and it came out great. I wanted it to look something similar to this Calcutta marble. It has gold tones in it, a little peachy kind of tone in it, and that's kind of what I was looking for. And it would be great if it worked out this time around. I'm not sure exactly what I did wrong, but for some reason, I don't know whether it was because it was a flat surface. Epic fail. So I think maybe it was because it was a flat surface. The last time I did it, it was a shell shape, and maybe that's why the paint clung to it better, but this just didn't wrap around like I wanted it to, and the gold just wasn't working at all. So I tried it again. Same process. You spray the spray paint into a tub of water. The spray paint lays on top, and then you dunk your piece in there, which this is a little better, but as you can see, the gold doesn't look gold. It looks like a gray color. I don't know. It just didn't look right. So this time I didn't put any gold in it at all. And this was probably the best of the three, maybe. I don't know. I tried, after it dried a little bit, I tried dipping them again to just kind of fill in where I could, and it's getting there, and we're gonna work with it. I just kind of kept going, kept dipping to try to fill in anywhere that I could, and this is how they came out. I think it's something we can work with. It's not exactly what I wanted. It doesn't necessarily look like Calcutta marble at all, but we're going to work with it. I will head back inside again while we will let those dry, and I'm just painting. These are 1x2s, and I am just painting them with the same color paint as what's on my wall so that it'll blend in with the wall, and all we'll see is the front of the scallop. So I took some gold gilding wax, and I'm just putting in some veining to add that gold that I was looking for, that little sparkle. I'm just using a really fine artist brush, and I think that made it look a little more marble-like. So now we're going to take those brackets and we're going to put glue on the top, and we're going to fasten those together. It's going to sit on the underside of the shelf opposite of the scallop. And I don't know if you noticed something, but that little shelf, that little bracket right there, that the painted part is supposed to go facing outward, and I've got it facing the wall right now. Isn't that special? Like I said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It's finally coming together. I say finally. Actually, everything's gone quite smoothly except for the shelves, but in the end, I think they're okay and they're going to work. So, you know, you live and you learn. When I did it the first time, it went quite easy, but this time around, it just didn't. And that's the way. I think I had too much. I think when you go into that kind of project, you kind of have to have no expectations as to how it's going to come out. And when you have too much of an expectation and try to force something, it doesn't work. Like I said, in the end, I think they came out pretty good and are going to work quite well. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to get out my drill bit, and we're going to put some anchors in the wall because this drywall is like super thin, and so everything pulls through it. So we definitely have to drill these out and go ahead and put my anchors in. So that's what we're going to do. Once you have tapped them into the wall with your hammer, you're going to go ahead and push this red in there. What that's going to do is open up that spring. So the holes that I drilled coincided with this. I put this up here first and then marked where my holes would be so that this would be nice and level. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to line, this is the fun part, line up those screws with the hole. There you are. I know it looks off level, but it's not. It's the thermostat because that's level. Now we'll just fill these holes in right here and with some wood putty, paint it up. We're good to go. Well, there they are. They're very pretty, but there's still one more eyesore. Y'all, look at this. This is the tray that I use. It's a rolling tray that I used to, I should say, take with me to the different projects, you know, put my tools in it and then take my tools to that project so everything was in one place. But for some reason, it's just become an absolute catch-all. I mean, there are things in here I haven't seen in a very long time. I have no idea why they were still in there. So we're just gonna declutter all of this stuff. I mean, there's a sugar mold in there. Like, why would I keep that in, oh my God, in a candle? Oh my word, y'all. I don't know. My son's artwork. A depression glass bowl. I mean, you never know when you need that, right? And you know what? Even the decoupage paper that I was looking all over the place for just recently. Ugh, how frustrating. I don't really have any other place to place this cart, so it might as well look pretty while it sits there. I'm less likely to load it up with junk too if I've got it looking pretty. So the shelves are done. What do you think? They're not quite that Calcutta marble look, but you know what? There's lots of things that don't go as planned in life, right? And we just got to keep on rolling. Like I said, we got to try, and try again. And then maybe again a little later on. So if you are doing a project, I just want to encourage you to keep going. Sometimes I need to go take a nap. Sometimes I need to just walk away for a couple days. And when I come back, things fall back together again and we make it work. So I just want to encourage you today, if you're working on a project and things aren't going just the way that you would like it, please keep on a go. So make sure that you have subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell because you're going to want to know when the next video comes out. We're going to accessorize these shelves. We're going to DIY a few projects because those shelves are a really awkward size and it was really hard to find anything. And as I told you, I was almost hitting the thrift store. There was like nothing out there when I was looking. So I'll probably shop my stash a little bit, but we're also going to have some fun with some air dry clay. It's my first time ever using it, so be ready for some trial and error again. I was just so inspired from my friend Linda from Life on Summer Hill and Dawn from Ginger Jar Lane. They both have done projects with air dry clay recently. And I was just like, I've got to try it. I got to see how this whole thing works. So be sure to come back so that you see those projects. We're going to do a little artwork and have some fun. So we make sure we completely disguise this eyesore. Check out last week's video if you'd like to see how I thrifted some things for a housewarming present and how I put it all together. Bye-bye, y'all. Till the next one.